So just say your names really fast. White team over here.
Jacob Sokol.
Jacob.
I'm Chloe Miller.
Chloe Miller. Nice white name. Bro.
John.
What is it?
John.
John? You're not in the class, right? We just recruited you? What's your last name, bro? John White? Dude, John White. Amazing. All right, go ahead.
Chavis.
What's your name?
Chavis.
Chavis, what's your last name? That's your last name? What's your first name?
Tyrell.
Tyrone Chavis. All right, here we go. Tyrell.
Yeah.
Tyrell Chavis, John White, Chloe Miller, and Jacob Sokol. All right, so listen. Actually, can you all just move back move all your seats back like 3 feet so I have enough room to walk around. Okay, so here's where we're at, y'all. We're going to flip a script. Black people are now white people, and this is only black and white, y'all. Everybody who's not black and white, you'll have your turn. Today, this is black and white world today. Black people are now white people. For the rest of the class, y'all, you are white. Your history is white. Your demographics are white. You get to play white people, okay? Got it? But not really, because you're still black. I'm just turning it around. No. We're doing a role play. So you're black people, but you're going to be black people in white people's history. So we're going to walk through this classroom as though these two black guys are actually the dominant group in the United States. That the entire history of white people actually got played out by them. Okay, got it? So you were the slave masters, you were the this, you were the that, okay? You all, by contrast, you are the underdogs. You are the folks who, actually, move forward just like, I'm just trying to find the right, okay, thanks man, that's perfect. So you all are the underdogs. So you're white, you are white, okay, you're gonna be white, but you're gonna be white with the history that black Americans have experienced in the United States. So you were enslaved, you were at the bottom end of Jim Crow when there was like 2 fountains, and the one fountain is for the dominant group and the other fountain is for the other group. The other group is you all, right? You're on the bottom. So, for example, go to the first slide. Are we all ready? Go to the first slide. So, bro, explain that slide to me. Who are you?
Well, am I white?
Yeah, you're team white.
Okay.
So what's that mean? What's it mean? Are you better? Is Team White better off? Life expectancy. So Team White's life expectancy is about 75, and Team Black's life expectancy is almost 79.
Obviously, we're worse off. I mean, we die quicker.
You die sooner. You got that, gentlemen? You see that, right?
Yeah, we see it.
Got it?
Got you.
Everyone got that? So you see how we're doing? So white is still white people. Remember, when you see these two white people, they're on the bottom. We're still calling them white. And black people, when you see black people, you are the oppressors, man. You are the people that are holding the white people down. Okay, cool? Got it?
Got you.
Are we ready? Chloe, you ready? See, this is easy, right? This is easy. Just follow me. All right, you're perfect. So here's what happened. Y'all, right? So these guys over here, they're living in Africa, and then they start traveling around the world. And they discover the Americas. Not as though people weren't already there, y'all, right? But you start calling it discovering, because you got these people there, you're going to kill them and kick them off their land. And you got to take the land. You can't say, hey, it was all they gave it to, you got to pretend like nobody was there and so on, right? So these guys over here, they're people. So they come out of Africa, they come into the Americas, and they decimate the Native Americans, okay? But then the problem is they have all this land, and they need people to work the land. And Native Americans have this habit of running away. So you all are saying, or dying from diseases and so on, or you kill them. And so then you say, where are we going to get people? You're going to go to Europe. And so they went to Europe, and they found you all, people with your skin. And they started sending you over to the Americas, bringing you over, putting you in boats, a third of you, 2/3 of you actually, just about died between leaving Europe and arriving in the Americas. 2 out of 3 of you actually died, but the rest of you made it, and you all were pretty brutal, man. You know what I mean? Whatever, you're pretty brutal, but whatever, it is what it is. Okay, so you got it? So now you're like, shit, there you are. No, you are, modern day white people. Yeah, it's only 400 years ago, okay? We cool? You got to use the microphone when you talk. Okay, we good? So you're enslaved. Your ancestors were enslaved by these guys. Now, go to the next slide. And here's some of the photos. Gentlemen, white slaves picking cotton. Those are white people. When you read history and you look at slavery and you look at things, that's what you see. It's all the white slaves. You see that too, but you all just sort of move on because, well, that was the past and you know how it is, right? You know how it goes. Like, you can't dwell on that shit, right? But like, those were you didn't own slaves, right? Am I right, bro?
You're right.
Did your family own slaves, bro? Exactly. So their families didn't own slaves. And your families really weren't slaves, but some of them might have been. Next slide. White slaves, 1858. Look at that. They're poor, dog. So when you look at history, that's what you see. Poverty. Next slide. Make sure in the live stream you really cover these well. So here, and then you look at these. Wealthy black businessmen, 1859, right before the start of the Civil War. Look at those guys. So this is the National Business League in New York City, the executive committee. These are the people running the U.S. right here. People running New York City. And when you look at the history books, you're all going like, yeah, okay, yeah, there you go. Like all the wealthy black people. And you're like going, yeah, those are our people, and there it is. And they controlled stuff, and that's how it was. And like, you look back, and maybe even some of those were your great-great-great-grandfather or something. You feel good about that. And you have a photo like that hanging on the wall of your house. You're not feeling so good about it, but it's all right. Move on. Next one. Middle-class black family. It's like, yeah, okay. Middle-class black family. Looks nice, right? 1860, that's the start of the Civil War. Looking good. Wealthy. I mean, they got everything's taken care of. Good, right? Next one. Reconstruction. So let me tell you what happens. We have this Civil War. And the Civil War breaks out because these people here, by and large, are oppressing these people in the South in particular. And so the North comes down and says, listen, we got to break open this slave system. Now, your people have really been at the butt end of everything is about these people because most of your people lived in the South. So most of them were connected to slavery. And so you got this slave system that's really brutal. Man, y'all were brutal, dogs. Like, brutal. A slave system. Because you don't talk about that, really. You don't know a lot about it, but you all do. You talk about it. You talk about it amongst yourselves. You talk about slavery. You go to places like Penn State or, the historically white college of Penn State, HWCU or whatever, right? HWU. And then you take classes on, like, slavery. And these guys are never in your classes. Because they don't give a shit about slavery, you know what I mean? Because they're not interested in that. But you're taking classes about Reconstruction and what happened, and you talk about it. And one thing that happened after the war, see? What happened after the war? What happened after the war? So we freed your people, and then what happened after the war? Your people?
Well, actually, a lot of people were given some land, but voting rights were pretty awful. And then there was like the Ku Klux Klan and stuff like that. Still oppression in a lot of ways.
So what happened after the war? Do you know? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Some people were, a few people were given land. A few people, a handful of people. The vast majority of people, y'all know what you did? Because you were running the country. You know what you did? Who'd you give the land back to?
The blacks.
Yourselves, dude. Yeah, you give it back to you. Because that's how you run. You run things, man. You're not going to give it to a bunch of slaves, you know? Ex-slaves. Most of them are illiterate. They can't run a country. They can't run institutions. They can't farm on their own. They have no money. They have no resources. They have nothing. And you go down, and your politicians, they get together in a room, and they drink a little whiskey, and they smoke some cigars, and they decide, we need to get this country running again. And so what we're going to do is, we're going to give the land back to us. Now you got all these slaves. So what are you going to do with the slaves? Their ancestors. What are you going to do with them? What are you going to do, bro?
send them back to Africa?
Nah, dude. Yeah, you're going to try to send them back to Africa, but most of them aren't going to want to go. So you're going to turn them into indentured servants. Because you need labor, right? You're bringing your farms back up. What do you got to do? What do you got to do after the Civil War, y'all? The economy, the United States comes to a screeching halt in the Civil War. What do you got to do? You got to start it up again. You got to get things moving again. You got to start planting crops. You got to get industry going. You got to make it happen. You can't just sit around and wait to give what? To give rights to these people? It's not about these people. If you can enslave them for 250 years, you're not going to turn around and give them rights, so you all get the country going again. So now, what about these people? What do y'all have?
We're intimidated a lot. I mean,
Right, you have nothing.
yeah,
Let me
pretty
tell you.
much. Our rights are very awful.
Yeah, you have nothing now. Because whereas in the past, these guys right here, the black people, at least had to give you property, they had to give you a house, they had to provide something for you. In most days, I mean, it's illegal to kill your slaves, right? I mean, you can't just go killing people. It's not like that. So it's like you had to give them something, right? But now you don't have to give anything. So you become these servants working for these people. And now you're paying for all the things that you may have got, which isn't much because we see some of these photos here. Now you're going to pay for it. So now we're going to hold you down because you're going to stay slaves. We're not going to give you anything because you all promised like 40 acres and a mule. You had all this bullshit rhetoric about we're going to give 40 acres and a mule and we're going to lift the slaves up and we're going to let them. Dude, by 1866, you were like, nah, we're not doing enough of that stuff. And so your people are just going, oh, God, okay, what now? There's your people right there, Reconstruction. You get nothing. You get nothing. You get the continued poverty. Most historians who study Reconstruction are pretty clear about one thing. For these people, these former slaves, life after slavery was over, after 1865, was as bad or worse than what it was during slavery in the United States. True fact. So these white people here, you all are sitting back going like, yeah, well, we released you, right? You know what I mean? You released them, right, dog? And these people are going like, yeah, no, you didn't really release us. Because you all are going, no, nothing changed. But y'all don't really want to hear that shit, right? Because what do you want to hear? What are you saying to them, bro? Because they're over here complaining about slavery. Slavery was over. You know, you're like, this guy's saying, but dude, slavery was over. And what are you guys saying?
It's not.
And what are you saying, bro?
We let you free.
What's that?
We let you free.
Exactly. So what else? What are you complaining about?
Our people are still getting murdered by, like, the Klan. We're still getting oppressed. We can't, like, even look at a black woman without getting attacked.
Dude, can you respond to that? Dude, exactly, dude. Hey, hang on a second. Hold on. Isn't that funny? Isn't that hilarious? These white people right here saying shit like that. It's like, oh my God. Isn't that funny as a black woman to hear white people saying that stuff?
It is funny.
Exactly, that's the point. Because white people, get a life, dude. White people, you all, right? White people, because everyone in this class who's white, you're sitting right here. Get a life, y'all. Come on, man. Oh, it's bad. It's like, whatever. Okay, move on. Okay, next one. So Jim Crow laws. Oh, so now, here's what happens. These guys, you all want something called like better opportunities and equality and all the promises that everybody made after slavery because we were going to bring you into society. And you all said, what'd you all say?
No.
Exactly. In the form of what? By doing what?
Oppression.
Dude, by essentially doing this. Here's what we're going to do. We, black people, dude, gentlemen, can you grab that table really fast? Can you just put it right in the middle between you all?
We got to make them do it, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right.
Oh, shit. No. No. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you make them do it.
Right.
Oh, yeah, good. Nice. All right.
I gotta do
Put
it.
that on the table there. This is like we're going to get Mexicans to build a wall. Yeah, right there. Nah, turn it around this way. Dude, exactly. No, this way. Hey, I like that. All right, this way, right here. So you guys build a nice wall, just like Mexicans are going to build a wall. You're going to do, and that's what Jim Crow is right there. You're going to like, nah, you all are going to stay here, and you all are going to stay here, and then they're just going to make sure that there's no separation, or there's a clear separation. You're not going to come together, and we're going to work that out, okay? And okay, next slide. Oh, in order to help that, you guys come up with this organization called like the KKK, dude. Exactly. You know what the KKK is? You know what the KKK is? The KKK exists to ensure that you keep these people in their place. So you pass laws, like you all are ingenious, black people. Damn, it's like holding white people down. They pass laws, for example, that after the end of the Civil War, during Reconstruction and so on, then you would say, well, okay, now we live in a capitalist free market. So slavery's over, you're free to go wherever you want to go to find a job. And these people said, nah, man, if our workers just get up and leave and they go somewhere else, not that they mostly would because they don't have any money and they don't have any means to do that, but if they do, what's going to happen if you lose all your workers, gentlemen?
You lose money.
Dude, exactly. And so you start passing these laws. And you know what one of the laws is? One of the laws is say, y'all can't be out on the roads unless you have permission from you all. If the black people give you permission, dog, you can be on the roads. What's going to happen if they get caught out on the roads and traveling around without permission from you all?
They gonna disappear.
Dude, exactly. And who's going to help you do that?
The KKK.
Exactly. That's why it gets formed. And KKK is big. It's big. And that's the original forming of it. Go to the next one. Like in 1925, we had a rally. Look at that's in Washington. Look, going down to the Capitol. 25,000 KKK members traveling, marching in the United States. This is a major organization infiltrated everywhere because you all needed help to ensure that those people are going to stay in their place, man. So it's just one after another after another. And you all, so the Civil War is over? Civil War is not over. Slavery's over? Slavery's not over, y'all, right? You're still like sitting right here. Not much has changed. Thanks to those guys. Next one. And if you get out of line, look what happens. Thousands and thousands of white people, like you all, your people, get lynched by those people. Thousands, man. We're gonna terrorize. You all were brutal in your ability to terrorize those people. But whatever, you did. Next one. Oh, go back. Now listen, man. How you feeling right now? Walking through that history.
Really, I guess, for my people betrayed and sad and upset and like it's not fair. Mm-hmm. Like, why would that happen? Why did there need to be a separation?
Mm-hmm. Bro, how about you?
Like, people had power and they just wanted to keep it by any means possible. It was
So how you feeling? How you feeling about...
pissed off.
So when you take classes in white history, white studies, because you got white history and white studies at every university, and you all white people, you just, you make sure, because you're a minority now, right? But you make sure that you force these guys and their historically white university or black universities now, which are the dominant ones.
Because it should never happen again.
It should never happen again. So you study this stuff. So you know it pretty well. The lynching, the Reconstruction, how they didn't do anything for you, how things got worse, all the things, the KKK, one thing after another. Mm-hmm. Cool? How you guys feeling?
I mean, I'm black, so like.
Oh, so you're not even thinking about it?
No, like. How do I feel as a like? I don't
Yeah,
get
being
it.
on top, dog.
Being on top?
Would you rather be them?
No.
Yeah, say, how's it feel to be on top?
I mean, I guess it feels good. I wouldn't really know.
Dude, no.
I am on top, so it feels great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah? How often you thinking about, hey, when they start complaining, when they like say they need, bro, you ready? Give him the mic. When they're complaining that there aren't enough white studies courses at the university and that more black people should take white studies courses and that you all should really study the history of them and so on. What do you think about that?
I don't really care.
Exactly. Why would you care? What do you mean you don't care?
Because it's personal. I can't do nothing about it.
You can't worry about it? Because you're worried about your life?
Yeah.
You're busy thinking about how you're going to take care of yourself and get ahead and so on and so forth?
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about these guys over here, the dominant group, man?
What makes you better than me?
We're black.
Yup.
He's black. There it is. What makes you better than her, dog?
The melanin.
Yeah, what makes you better than her?
The melanin.
Melanin?
Melanin.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, another thing you could say is like, you don't feel better than them. It just is. Whatever. They also don't feel better than you. They just are better. They just have it better. Do you have any thoughts about them, bro?
Are we talking about like us in current
Yeah, you
day
guys,
circumstances?
white people, man, who've been through this whole history.
Depends on kind of the person. Like,
Dude,
based
there
on
are two
their-
guys who just said they don't give a shit about you.
Well then, yeah, they should screw off. I mean, they should give a shit about their fellow man.
Yeah, but they're the ones who are going to be holding you down, dog.
I guess I can just keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know what I could do beyond that. I mean,
Oh, well, let's see how far you can go.